Street photography captures the chaos of busy, hustling urban life. It packs moments of intrigue, shadows, amazing facial expressions, and the fast beat of an active city all into one great image. But when your scene changes, replacing it all with quiet streets, farmland, and all your subjects are hidden within their homes, how do you still take street photography? What do you do? I have been working on my street photography for the past couple months now, but every time I get back from a shoot, I find myself asking the same question. What really is street photography? It seems to be one of those questions that all photographers have a different response to, some with much stronger opinions than others. And at its core, you would probably just assume it's any image that was taken within a city. But as I start to kind of try and answer and unpack this one question, more and more questions begin to follow. Does a street photo have to have a person in it? Does something like architectural photography count as street photography? And if there are people in it, does it have to be taken in a dense city? I'm still very early on in my street photography journey trying to figure all this out, but there is one definition that has kind of stuck with me more than the rest, and that is the capture of everyday life in public spaces. So just to serve as a bit of a disclaimer, that is how I am defining street photography for this video. A lot of photography feels like improv. You're training yourself both technically and visually to be prepared for the unplanned moments. And to be in this kind of space, both mentally and physically, we have to shift our expectations to what fits the environment we're in. When you're photographing a small town, you're not going to find yourself caught in a large crowd of people with the ability to point your camera in someone's face while still blending in with the group. And you need to be mentally prepared for that before you start taking pictures. Your goal while you're here now is to focus on the details. Emphasize the environment that you're in, play with different perspectives, try to capture the slower pace into an image. Concentrate on that feeling of community and discover what kind of character your location has. You're no longer focusing on the hustle and bustle of somewhere like New York City. Shift your expectations to whatever fits your community, this tight-knit group of people that has something different to offer. One of the things that really helps me in these moments when I feel stuck and don't know what to photograph is to imagine myself making a photo book of this location. If someone has never been here before, what do they absolutely need to see? What's the best way to show off what makes this place unique? And with this idea, it usually relieves some of the stress that comes with taking pictures. Not every photo I take needs to be this grand piece of art that works on its own. Not every photo has to be the cover of the book. Each of them can capture a small little detail of this area, and in the end can work together to put a summary on this place as a whole. But just keep in mind, you don't have to do all of this in one image. Focus on creating a library of images that can bring a viewer into this moment and feel what you felt when you were there. Several times when I've gone out to these smaller locations, I get to a point where I don't feel like I'm capturing anything. There's very little life happening in front of me, and I don't know how to capture a street photography image without that everyday life. And when I'm in these spots, what I've learned is really to try and pick up not on where life is, because it might not be there, but where life has been. If your goal in these street photography sessions is to photograph just people, you're going to make it very difficult on yourself, and you're going to miss a lot of other subjects that can tell a great story. Instead, try and find proof of life. Can I find this with carvings into a bench? Or with flowers potted in shoes outside a storefront? Often, these types of images are really hard to come by in these more urban, dense, bigger cities because there's less of it easily visible. But with these small towns, a lot of it is just right on the front step. And taking this approach, trying to find proof of life instead of moving active life right in front of you, is just a different way to approach this capturing of everyday life in public spaces. Don't let your location stop you from taking pictures. We can capture life anywhere because life is everywhere. It just might not look exactly how you're expecting it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.